Ryan Seacrest, the host of American Idol, has a lot of duties. He hosts Wheel of Fortune, works as a radio broadcaster, and, of course, is an idol. The television personality has been in several relationships but has never been married. However, following his most recent breakup, he has remained unmarried for a while. He now wants a relationship from this country singer. Who is he referring to, and what happened? Fans of American Idol witnessed a humorous scene that made Ryan Seacrest blush on Sunday night, in addition to the elimination of 2 more hopefuls, bringing the final down to 12 finalists. Seacrest carried his 2 girls to the stage where Jamal Roberts performed for judges and fans worldwide. Luke Bryan, the country music icon, had something to say to Ryan at this point. Luke said, "You kinda look good doing that," when Ryan made his way onto the platform to bring the 2 girls back to their father. "You appeared to be prepared for that." Seacrest played along with the remark rather than dismissing it, saying, "You know anyone?" Since his breakup with Aubrey Page in April 2024, Ryan has been a single guy searching for love. Since they first met in 2021, they had been together. Ryan and Luke's talk appeared to come to an end when Seacrest explained about how cute Jamal's kids are. But before concluding the episode, Ryan said, "Who's in your contacts?" To carry it up where they left off, Bryan jokingly said, "We'll switch." Does Ryan Seacrest, presenter of American Idol, ever wish to have kids? According to the 50-year-old, he does wish to marry and start a family. He stated in a prior interview that he has a high standard to meet because his parents have been married for over 50 years. Regarding having children, Seacrest states that he still wants children despite his advanced age. "I do want to have kids," he stated at the time in 2021. "However, I haven't even followed that route, which is crazy for someone my age. I believe that over the past year, I've come to the realization that, yeah, I do want to do that. I want to be there and available." He hasn't discovered the one he wants to marry yet. Before he started dating Aubrey Page, he had a protracted, intermittent relationship with Shayna Taylor. For almost 8 years, they were intermittently together. He had a lot of previous relationships before then. Luke Bryan might be able to steer him in the proper path so he can meet someone. Ryan will keep doing what he does best in the interim. He will remain the host of Wheel of Fortune and American Idol. Along the way, he will undoubtedly come across more initiatives. First chapter, The Spark. The Hollywood Hills gleamed in the background as Ryan Seacrest exited the stage of his most recent American Idol filming on a bright afternoon in Los Angeles. Even though he had just seen a number of amazing performances, he felt as though something was lacking. Although there were benefits to the entertainment industry's glitz, Ryan couldn't get rid of the notion that he was missing someone important, someone with whom he could celebrate his victories. With his laptop in hand, he settled into the comfortable sofa and started browsing social media, keeping tabs on his favorite country performers. He had always enjoyed the genre, drawn to its poignant lyrics, narrative, and unadulterated passion. Then it occurred to him, what if he made contact with one of these country music icons? They might be able to guide him through the tricky world of dating and love. Chapter 2, The Strategy. For the following several days, Ryan scouted possible country musicians that may help him in his personal life as well as connect with him musically. Luke Bryan, Casey Musgraves, and the up-and-coming Morgan Wallen were the candidates he swiftly whittled down to. They all had their own charm, personality, and, of course, that authentic Southern hospitality. After giving it some thought, Ryan chose to invite Morgan Wallen, who was renowned for his unwavering brilliance and grounded demeanor. He wrote an email explaining his idea of a partnership that would advance both of their professions and, without Morgan knowing, Ryan's romantic desires. "Hey Morgan," Ryan wrote, feeling a surge of exhilaration. "I would love to get together and discuss some of my ideas for a project that combines reality TV, music, and, above all, the dating scene. Are you in?" Chapter 3, The Gathering. Ryan got a response a week later. Intrigued, Morgan consented to eat at a small, welcoming cafe in Nashville. Ryan was dressed simply but elegantly in a blue button-up shirt and black pants, and he came sooner than expected. He had a mixture of anxiety and excitement. How would he address Morgan? Would he appear to be just another famous person seeking a date? Upon his arrival, Morgan gave Ryan a warm nod and a broad smile. "Dude, Ryan, it's great to meet you at last." After they sat down and had a few iced drinks, Ryan began to sketch out his idea. "So, I was wondering if we could do a reality show in which I get advice from you navigating the dating environment. The world of love may be difficult, and to be honest, I could need some help from someone who is good at entertaining others." Morgan chuckled in a relaxed manner. "You're saying that you haven't learned how to flirt from all those years in the spotlight?" "You'd be surprised," said Ryan with a smile. "This is where the nation viewpoint is useful, though. Why don't you get together and make it an enjoyable endeavor because you're popular with the girls?" Chapter 4. A Love-Filled Country Playlist. With a catch, Morgan consented to assist Ryan in his romantic endeavors. "Dude, let's have some fun with this. We'll put together a playlist of country music that symbolizes many forms of love. It can serve as our background music as we investigate the dating environment." Over the course of the following several weeks, Ryan and Morgan brainstormed and created a list of songs, from contemporary ballads to timeless hits, that would encapsulate romance. Songs like Chris Lane's "Goodbye Is a Loneliness," Old Crow Medicine Show's "Wagon Wheel," and Thomas Rhett's "Die a Happy Man" were included. Throughout the process, Ryan would go on a number of romantic dates that would highlight each song. Ryan appreciated Morgan's sincere passion for relationships and music when they were working together. Each storyboard session was filled with laughing and a good measure of sarcasm, and he felt a sense of kinship with the country singer. However, Ryan couldn't help but notice the allure of the rural lifestyle as he spent more time with Morgan. In sharp contrast to the fast-paced environment he lived in, it was relaxing. Chapter 5. The Initial Meeting. Ryan was both nervous and eager on the day of his first date. Morgan assisted Ryan in organizing the entire gathering, which was a laid-back get-together in a park with a small picnic spread and a live performer playing a carefully chosen soundtrack. The idea was to provide a laid-back environment where Ryan might meet possible partners through common interests. Lily, a delightful young woman who had been watching American Idol for years and was a developing songwriter, was the competitor. Ryan couldn't help but be enamored with her effortless confidence and passion for music. Ryan grinned as he talked candidly about his work and the difficulties of celebrity while Lily told him about her musical path over a spread of handmade sandwiches. Ryan had a deep connection blossoming for the first time in a long time. The romantic vibe of the song filled the air, and as the sun started to drop, the golden light cast a gentle glow over them. Although it was amazing, the question of whether this was a significant event or just a passing phase in his search for love lingered in the back of his mind. Chapter 6. Interaction. A reality check. Ryan went through a roller coaster of emotions as the weeks stretched into months while dating in the public eye. Through the partnership with Morgan, he went on a number of further dates, each with ladies who connected with the country music aesthetic. Jenna was a vibrant individual who could compete in a karaoke competition, while Sarah was an artist with a honey-like voice. Some relationships seemed promising, while others didn't work out. The experience was complicated by the demands of the crowd and the constantly observing cameras. "How do you make this look so easy?" Ryan would frequently ask Morgan in a half-joking manner. Morgan said, "Man, just be yourself. The right person, not the guy on TV, will value you for who you are." Chapter 7. The Surprising Development. Ryan was caught off guard by something unexpected, his feelings for Morgan, just as he was starting to settle into this dating segment. He started to regard Morgan as more than simply a friend or coworker after innumerable brainstorming sessions and late hours spent laughing. After a particularly enjoyable day of filming, Ryan and Morgan throw a small gathering at Ryan's villa one chilly evening. The ambience was ideal for friendship, until it became a little romantic, with a roaring fire pit and a couple acoustic acts. Ryan experienced a wave of emotion as Morgan strummed his guitar and sang a passionate tune. The genuineness in Morgan's voice and the way he put his emotions into his songs resonated deeply. Ryan's defenses started to come down with each note, and it became clear that what he wanted was right in front of him. Chapter 8. Admittance. Days went by, and Ryan was still plagued by the sensation. He came to the realization that he might love the country singer who had supported him through his struggles, so it wasn't simply a fleeting crush. However, how could he inform Morgan? Would it destroy their relationship? Ryan made the decision to tell a reliable buddy of the American Idol cast. With the weight of his words bearing down on him, he confessed, "I think I'm falling for Morgan. You two get along so well. However, think about what you could lose if it doesn't work out. Your friendship might dissolve," his pal said. Ryan struggled with the choice as these words replayed in his head. He realized he had to be honest after several restless nights and minutes of contemplation about his next course of action. Chapter 9. The Sincere Discussion. Ryan asked Morgan over for a laid-back movie night one wet day. As the credits played on their second movie, the mood changed among the pizza slices and laughs. Morgan saw the shift and turned to face Ryan, his eyes glimmering with worry. "Hey, dude, lately, you've seemed a touch strange. What are you thinking about?" The time had come. Ryan inhaled deeply, his heart pounding. "I need to discuss something important with you, Morgan." Morgan was focused, and there was a tinge of tension in the air. "Obviously. What's going on?" "I've begun to feel something more than friendship over the past few months, working on this project and spending time with you," Ryan admitted in a steady but emotional voice. A smile spread across Morgan's face as he blinked in surprise. "I wanted to know when you would speak. To be honest, I've experienced the same thing." Ryan felt a wave of relief mixed with incredulity. Relieved to have something in common, they both chuckled at the shared emotions. Chapter 10. Music's Enchantment. New avenues were opened by the discovery, and they made the decision to gradually integrate their personal sentiments with their continuing effort. They produced wonderful moments together, including spontaneous musical performances, weekend excursions, and late-night songwriting sessions. It was a synergy they had never encountered before. They started combining the playlists they made together at every step, which made room for unique music that interwoven their narratives. In an effort to share their experiences with the world, they chose to work together to create an EP that captured their romantic journey. Chapter 11. Discovering their heart's beat. As the seasons shift, Ryan and Morgan begin to become more and more entwined, sharing their highs and lows while navigating both private pleasures and public scrutiny. In addition to their relationship, the songs they wrote together also reflected their humility, humor, and life lessons gained from both love and music. Ryan discovered in a creative frenzy that finding love was about vulnerability, understanding, and connection rather than the chase. The voyage was made worthwhile when Morgan became his lifelong and business partner. A new melody in the epilogue. Ultimately, Ryan Seacrest found his soulmate in Morgan Wallen, not simply a girlfriend. The collaboration developed into something extraordinary. They intended to release their EP, a collection of poignant country tunes that narrated their journey and invited listeners to partake in the love and music that fueled it. The union, which started as a quest for romance, evolved into a sincere alliance built on courage and understanding and embodies the spirit of country music, all of which are presented with passion and honesty. Ryan discovered that sometimes love is just a song away and that other times it finds you in unexpected places. They discovered that their hearts were in perfect harmony when they sat together and wrote the last lines of their love tale.